Hi, this is a Rambling Chronic PK. I'm just heading back from where I had went my in-laws. I finished up my long run for today. It wasn't quite as long as I thought, but it was very hilly. As you can see, I'm coming off of the hill. I'm going through the course backwards to kind of give you an idea. Going down a pretty decent slope here. From a vehicle, it doesn't seem nearly as bad, but let me tell you, it was a beast going up it at the very end and kind of finishing this off. And then we have a major downturn right here where we go into a steep decline in this direction, but it was an incline in the other direction. We turn the corner here, some beautiful terrain, going back into the mountains. Nice, beautiful area, but you can kind of see here you can see the uphill, which when I was coming it was downhill. Everything here is going to be in reverse because I'm backtracking the course, but you can kind of see the downhill slope that I'm going up now. Just a continuous hill. I mean, this was a pretty extreme downhill slide. I've got to admit, downhill running is one of my weaker points. So this actually was every bit as difficult for me as doing the an uphill climb, or some of the uphill climbs that went through this long run. Kind of going through here now, you can kind of see the area. Beautiful area to be in. Going back again, this was all downhill right here. Then we kind of topple over the top of this hill. You can see it's still going up. So pretty much the tail end went straight down and then straight back up, which was a real challenge for me. I really thought the run was 4 miles, and it turned out to be 5K. It was right over 3.1 miles. But we're going to turn into here, and I just want you to notice the Great Smoky Mountains in the backdrop. Beautiful terrain, a wonderful place to have a run. This was all going uphill. I'm heading downhill. I'm not sure if you can capture the essence of how big a hill this is, but it's a really long, floating, straight uphill jaunt, coming down to a small flat place, and this is one of the few flat spots on the whole terrain. And then we're going to make another turn here, and as we turn on this road, ensure there's no traffic coming. You can kind of see going here, we have the final part of this flat part, and then this right here, this was the beast of a hill. This was all uphill as we're going down this major slide, just going up it. I've got to say, it really wore me out going through that hill. That hill was the backbreaker right there. Then to kind of have to finish up with the difficulty levels that it was, I'm thankful that it was only 3.1 miles and not 4. I'm not sure that I had 4 miles of this kind of terrain in me today. But I want to capture the moment of this Smoky Mountain trip, because it's not every day that I get to be here, and certainly not every day that I will get to chronicle one of the runs that I was able to take, or even take a run. So I want to try to capture just a few minutes of this so I can appreciate it, and hopefully you'll appreciate it as well. Notice that we're still going on a steady decline down this hill. This was a long uphill run. I did have one. I was following the run walk run method, so that meant that I was running 1 minute, walking 1 minute, and then running 1 minute. That spot, one point up that hill there, I actually did walk, and then I picked up back on a run. So I extended the walk period to keep from, I was fearful of injury. So we kind of go through here, and here this doesn't look like a whole lot, but it's really a lot of sloping up and down movements. Right here's one of the down movements as we were coming down it. it's very tight terrain, but it's a beautiful, beautiful place. Just amazing scenery to run in. Very narrow roads, so I'm going to try to be careful here, not end this video abruptly. But you can kind of see, oh, looky there, we've got a bunny right in the road. Right there, let's capture the bunny. So here we go. This right here, this was a little bit of a downhill piece, but there were lots of little bitty ups and downs here. And this right here, you can kind of see the upward movement of this mountain running downhill as we slope over this thing. Then we had a pretty significant, this right here is a very stiff, steep grade. That was a downhill grade coming down. So we're gonna top the hill here, and you can kind of see the uphill, how abruptly it heads. So that was an uphill climb straight into an almost straight downhill climb. This again was a downhill section of the run, but it was kind of married with a little bit of slopingness. I found that the slope sideways here was a little bit of a challenge for me because it kind of broke the step, and it was difficult to balance and keep a solid run going. So now we kind of hit, this was the hill that really began the run as we go down this significant hill, and you can kind of see the Smoky Mountains in the backdrop there and some of these large trees. We're going through here. You can really appreciate how big this hill truly is, but you look at the mountains in the backdrop. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. So I just kind of zoom around here with my camera and try to capture just a second or two of it. Me being kind of ignorant as I can tend to be, I'm just joking. I missed my turn and I ran all the way to that corner right there, and then I ran back. So it was a really heated beginning to the run. And then this is really where the run began. This long straight stretch, and then you go from the straight stretch to an almost solid uphill grade. It was a beast to go on, but I'm very glad I did. It was a very enjoyable time, precious moments, and I want to capture just a second of this and share maybe a minute or two, actually, or 10. Driving back, so I am taking my time. It's not nearly as long as I'm making it seem, but I am trying to slowly through it so you can kind of see the area that I was doing on this particular run, and appreciate a little bit about the Smoky Mountains. I love the outdoors. I love running outdoors, and I love the Smoky Mountains probably most of all. Here's the place that we're staying. Just kind of stop here and capture for a moment the scenery that's in the backdrop. You can kind of see this farm, you know, as the sun's going over the hill there. Major downhill walk. This was kind of my warm-up. I did not run down this hill, but I did walk and kind of try to stretch out a little bit. You can kind of see some of the cattle and stuff. I'm hoping that you can kind of pick up on the pictures through the window and through the car here. But we've got cows out to the side. We've got the sun in the backdrop. Hill on top of a significant hill, or you know, I would consider this a mountain in and of itself. You can see the significance of this hill as we go up. So it kind of has a house sitting on top of a mountain that overlooking the Smoky Mountains. It allowed for a very beautiful and wonderful run. I am so glad I had the opportunity. I'm so glad I got a few minutes to share this with you. I thank you for spending some time with me, and I want to share a moment and let you know that I want you to be a part of my life. Thank you for sharing a few minutes with me, enjoying this time with my family and the community that we have here, and I hope that you have a great weekend.